Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 14th. You start with this Scorpio card. It says the underworld. It says awaken your inner witch to maximize your potential and connect to the universal energies. You have this koi fish card. It says you're manifesting more love, prosperity, and wealth into your life. I love that. So you start here in your current general energies with the strength card, the lovers, and the temperance card. Definitely could be love that you're attracting into your life with the strength card and the lovers. This is probably something that you've been patiently waiting for with strength and temperance. So if you have been waiting for a solid connection, definitely could be coming in for you at this time, which of course is a good thing. This could also be a choice that you're making, because the lovers can sometimes just be a choice, especially if you're obviously not looking for love. And you have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles could be like the opportunity that you're getting to make a choice. So if you are making any important decisions this week, it looks really, really good, and definitely could make you more successful. So I like to see that. But let's dig into this. The strength card, kind of says that you have reached a certain level of strength. I always say that strength is something that she is doing every single day. That lion represents her inner beast or her inner critic, her inner demons. And she is taming those things inside of her. But the strength card, again, is a daily practice. This is something that she does day in, day out. Those things always exist. So I feel because maybe you have conquered your inner demons, that could be why you are attracting like a new connection, especially if you've had some difficult connections over the past few years. This could say that you're getting into a position where you're attracting a much better match, or you're just attracting matches because you have kind of like conquered yourself in a lot of ways. And I do feel like the lovers could be talking about that, or the lovers could be saying that you are you have conquered yourself, and because of that, you're making better choices. Also, like I said, I do feel that a lot of you could have some sort of opportunity coming in for you. The Ace of Pentacles is always an opportunity. The problem with the Ace of Pentacles is it's usually an opportunity that only has potential. And of course, potential means nothing. Potential means what you put into it. And then we go to the Seven of Cups. So what I would say here real quick, before I forget, is that these two cards are kind of like saying, if you get an opportunity, don't spend too much time daydreaming about the opportunity. You really want to kind of like get it set in stone. And even if we go this way here, we go strength, Ace of Pentacles to the Chariot. And the Chariot is about really taking control of the reins. The Chariot is a card of hard control. The strength card is a card of soft control. So the Chariot says you really have to grab onto this and don't start daydreaming too much about it. Again, it's like sometimes I think we come up with a brilliant idea, and then we don't take action, and then we start thinking about all the reasons why the idea won't work. And that's kind of the energy I get off of the reading in this here, and those two diagonals. And so I feel like it's saying before your brain takes off and starts thinking about why something is going to work, get started, because actually it's going to be a victory, but you have to get started. You have the Temperance card. Temperance also says, like, don't try to make something perfect. It's like, again, sometimes I think we come up with an idea or we get an opportunity and we say, I'll do this when, whatever, insert whatever, kind of restriction you're going to place on yourself. I feel that the whole entire reading is saying, like, the time is now to take advantage of any opportunities that could be coming your way. And I think you will be happy that you did, because you have the Chariot, obviously. But let's see. With the Strength card, you have the World. Yes, definitely an accomplishment. The World also kind of, with the Strength card, would say that people are seeing your strength in the world. So, people around you could be noticing the change in you. And this can be a good thing, because it can say that you're getting opportunities because people are seeing how strong you are. Or, this could be good for your business because people could be seeing how strong you are. The list goes on and on there. But this could also be the accomplishment of kind of like overcoming yourself, right? So the World can just be an accomplishment. And with the Strength card, it would say that you have like tamed yourself, and that could be leading to more accomplishments. With the Lovers, you have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you felt stuck. I'm cheating a little bit because of the astrology. I mean, Virgo's astrology has been very clear about love over the past several years, like the past 3-ish years. A lot of your connections probably reminded you of your parents, right? And so, that's like a karmic lesson that Virgo has been learning. And, maybe you've learned to be your own parent, or something like that through these lessons. And so I think that over the next several years, you're going to notice that your relationships change in a big way. And that, that doesn't mean you're going to be dating a bunch of people. It could. You could notice how you date a couple of people over the next few years, or it could be one person that you meet that's completely different, but they're definitely not going to be your mom or your dad. I'll put it that way, right? With the Temperance card, you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, again, with the Temperance card would say that you feel like you don't have the resources necessary to be able to take advantage of this opportunity, but clearly this way says that you do. So I would ignore the restrictions that you're putting on yourself, or, especially if you're saying like, oh, I'll go do this, take advantage of this opportunity when I have this much money or when I have this or that. But I feel like the time is now, Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this Moon Cycles card. It says patience. You also have this Out of Bounds moon. It says boundaries on it. I feel like you're done with patience. Like, I feel like you don't have to be patient any longer, really, because you have the Strength card and the Temperance card in your first row. And it's saying that you have been patient. You have been waiting. But now it's time to move forward with boundaries, right? And I think that maybe even in connections or relationships, not just love, but all relationships, that you are ready to move forward, because you have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about moving forward towards what you want with enthusiasm. He follows his enthusiasm, but he also has this feather in his cap here. And the feather and the cap in the tarot kind of represents the fact that you have learned something, or that you have a certain amount of knowledge to move forward with something that you're moving forward on. His feather is very small, so there's still more for him to learn. But I'm kind of seeing this as a clue that you are good to go, right? You're getting a green light here from the universe, and there's nothing to wait for. It's like, as much as you can up into this point, and like the next step is to take a step towards this right here, this Ace of Pentacles. This could be a big opportunity that's coming in for you, and I do feel that. Like, I feel like there is some sort of new opportunity being presented to you. And, we notice these mountains in the background here of the Ace of Pentacles, and normally I don't really pay attention to the mountains, but they are kind of standing out to me. It's kind of like popping into my head that you could be getting an opportunity that is going to be kind of like difficult to do, but I think it'll be worth it. I'll give you an example. In May, I was moving, right? But then I had to go speak at an event in Texas. So it's like, I had like zero time in the month of May, and it's like I really had to squish things together. But I'm really glad that I also spoke in Texas at that event, because it was a big event. And so like I flew to Texas, I flew home, and I immediately got in my car basically and moved. And so I really had to like schedule everything down to the T, right? And I kind of get that here with the Ace of Pentacles, where it's like there could be a random opportunity. That was a last minute opportunity for me. I only had a couple months to prepare, and I kind of feel that with this energy, is that there could be some sort of opportunity that comes in where it's like maybe you're going back and forth, or it's going to be hard to fit in, but I also feel that it will be worth it for you to fit this into your schedule. So, and maybe that's what you're worried about with the Temperance card, is that you're not going to have enough time, or you're not going to be able to squeeze it into your schedule. I'm not going to like sugarcoat it and say this is going to be easy, but I think it'll be worth it. So I would do it, whatever it is. You have the Star card. The Star card is like a wish, so I kind of feel that this will be a little bit of a wish. Like, this could be anything. Like, it could even be like an offer for a date, right? And maybe you don't have a lot of time, but I think it will be worth it to squeeze this date in, for example. For others, it looks like a work opportunity or something where it's like going to be a little bit of a time crunch. I think the issue here is time, based off of the Temperance card, but it could be it could be a resources issue or something like that. And again, I think the Star is saying that it will be worth it to squeeze this in. For others, I think that really it's not that big of an issue, and you're just going to do it anyway. With the Page of Wands, you have the Five of Cups, really needing to let go of those past disappointments. When we get disappointed too many times in a row, it makes it hard for us to accept new opportunity. That's what the Five of Cups is saying, is that you've been disappointed before, and now you're getting a new opportunity. And before you start thinking about the disappointments, I think you need to grab hold of this opportunity, right? Before it gets away from you. Here we go. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the King of Wands. King of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, and grabbing onto something with confidence, like really grabbing onto it. The other thing about the King of Wands is that I look at him as the true father in the tarot. He really nurtures the things that he cares about. The thing with the Ace of Pentacles is that there's this garden at the front of the Ace of Pentacles, and with a garden, we have to like water it, feed it, fertilize it, give it sunlight. We really have to take care of it. And I feel that this is saying that you're going to really really want to grab onto this opportunity and nurture it. With the Star, you have the Four of Swords. Both cards represent healing. So the Star can represent, self-care and healing. The Four of Swords is resting, relaxing, recovering. So you will have recovery time, and I would say I would take as much time as you possibly can to recover, and that will be very beneficial for you. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, here you go. You have this card, this Grasshopper Spirit says, take the leap of faith. Yes, I definitely feel this is a leap of faith, the Ace of Pentacles, whatever it is, but it's going to be worth it. You also have this Canary Spirit says, sing your own song. Yeah, I feel like the Canary is about you standing out and you not being afraid of being unique. Again, cheating a little bit here. Based off your astrology, Virgo, I think that the past couple of years have taught you that, it's better to tell the truth. And I'm not saying that you're lying, but, it would be better for you to, kind of like speak your mind and share your opinion. I'll give you an example as well. It's like I teach a bunch of classes on the weekends about YouTube and for myself and for other people. And what I would say is I get the question a lot, in the classes that I teach about where people will say, I really feel this way, but I'm afraid to say it because I'm afraid of pissing off my audience and all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah, but the thing is that it would be better for you to have less people that follow you. This is what I say to these people that really believe in what you say than it would be to have a bunch of people where you're just like not telling the truth, basically. And that's kind of what this is saying to me. I'm not saying you're doing anything on YouTube. This could be in any area of your life. Like I think this happens in work, right? Where in work, everybody agrees to an idea that's a bad idea just because it's the boss's idea and no one speaks up and then everybody is miserable. And so I feel like in work, this would say, speak your mind, speak up and avoid the bad idea, right? Or, this could be anything that you're dealing with. And I feel like it's saying, like, don't be afraid to go against the crowd. You have the Seven of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Chariot. Seven of Cups, like, I really feel like you need to get ahead of this Seven of Cups. I don't think this is bad. It's just something I would get ahead of. So before you start thinking about something too much, I would take advantage of it. And I said this at the beginning of the reading, and that's really what I feel with that Ace of Pentacles, is it's saying, before you allow those things to creep in, right? Get ahead of this so that you can get ahead of it. With the Three of Swords, you have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords can be heartbreak or sadness, but the Three of Swords has come up quite a bit this week. I've already done almost half these weekly readings, and I would say that a lot of people have had the Three of Swords, and it could just be a healing week where we have to forgive the past. What I will say is after October 11th, so this video will be out on October 9th, so you might be watching it before the 11th. But after the 11th, all the personal planets start going retrograde. Not all at once, but between the 11th and the end of the year, Mercury, Venus, and Mars all go retrograde at the end of the year. And, those personal planets definitely could bring up things from the past. Even Jupiter, right? Jupiter's retrograde on the 9th, so the day this video goes live, Jupiter will be going retrograde. So I would say that there could be a lot of thinking about the past or wishing that things were the way they used to be, which is another big theme that I think comes up a lot this year. And the Three of Swords is saying, like, heal those things so that you can heal your heart and move past them. You have the Chariot. The Chariot is a straight-up victory. So, again, whatever this is right here, I would take advantage of it. It looks like a big accomplishment to me. It could be something that you're working towards or something new that you're creating. I do feel like a lot of you Virgos are kind of in a creative place where you could be creating new projects or, new side hustles or businesses. And I feel the Chariot is saying this is a victory. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups can be a dream. The Page of Cups normally has that fish in his cup, and I always say that he needs to grab onto that fish and make it happen. And he needs to make sure that fish doesn't jump out into the water and escape. So basically what we've been saying this whole entire reading. I also feel like this could be a new connection that's coming in for you. You have 3 pages here, and you also have the Lovers, so it could be like a new admirer. With the Three of Swords, you have the Devil. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you've been healing all these toxic things from your past, and that's it. I really have nothing to say here because I already said it. I don't want to repeat myself and bore you here, Virgo. I think you are already working on healing past toxic situations. Could be a Capricorn, by the way, that's coming in for you. You've had Capricorn before. You also showed up in Capricorn's October bonus reading that I just did. So, not the bonus reading, the quarter 4 readings I did. You showed up in those readings. So, again, could be a Capricorn. With the Chariot, you have the 8 of Wands. This is momentum. Both of these cards represent something happening very quickly. So again, you might be doubting this opportunity, but really it's a change or a victory that could be happening for you very fast, which of course that would be good. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this guide and protector card, so you are protected. You also have this heavenly messages card. I kind of feel like you could be having dreams. Seven of Cups, Page of Cups, and you also have the High Priestess here. Your dreams could really be guiding you at this time, and I would, maybe you want to start a dream journal or start paying attention to your dreams. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the High Priestess. Page of Pentacles is like good news, so I feel like there could be some good news coming in for you this week. And the Page of Pentacles is also about learning something new. We kind of said this with the Page of Wands. It's like you know enough to be dangerous to get started on the Ace of Pentacles opportunity, but there's still more for you to learn, so I would keep learning. That's it. You have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a victory. We see a bunch of victory cards here. Chariot, the world can be an achievement, and even the Eight of Wands can represent like a quick conclusion or a quick victory coming in for you. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be having some sort of big win coming in here with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands can also just be kind of you being celebrated, and we kind of said this with the Strength card. You have the Strength card, the Star, and the World. These are all amazing cards for getting attention, and if you have a job or a career or a business that involves getting attention, very good. You end with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is trusting your intuition. And we are in a very intuitive time. So, like I said, I would definitely be paying attention to your dreams, your daydreams, the things that just pop into your head, those random thoughts that you have. They could all be very beneficial. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Six of Wands. Again, so we have double Six of Wands here. I love 2 6s, so if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I love 2 6s. And even if it's the same 6, to me, 2 6s says that you're on the right path. It's kind of like confirmation for the journey that you are on. With the Six of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups. Yes, very good. Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty, good things happening after a difficult period of time. It's also happy home, happy family. So the Ten of Cups is about focusing on happiness and doing more of the things that make you happy. And like I was talking about earlier, telling the truth sometimes or speaking your truth will make you more happy, even if it means that some people don't listen to you anymore, right? And at least you will be speaking your truth. And I think you need to be comfortable doing that. With the High Priestess, you have the Hermit, which is you. So this is you, Virgo, showing up in a very strong position. Whenever you show up as yourself, it kind of puts you in a position of power and strength and allows you to get what you want from the reading. The Hermit would also be this period of learning that you've been going through. So you've been learning a lot. You have this Order card. This card is about, following in order or doing things in order. I don't really feel that Virgo has a hard time with this. Usually Virgos are very orderly, or, Virgos do things in order just in general. You have this Adaptability card. We are in a time of adaptability. Things are changing very rapidly, so we have to be able to adapt to the changes very quickly. And I feel like this is just saying stay flexible. Again, this is something that I don't really feel Virgo has a difficult time with at all. But you do have cards here that would represent things happening quickly. So Chariot, Eight of Wands, there might be some quick movements. Like I said, there might be a time crunch. We were talking about with the Ace of Pentacles, and that's where this adaptability could come in. Like you might need to adapt to the situations or adapt to the changes that are happening. And the quicker you do that, the better. Next, you have this Ostentation card. This is a card of being able to tell the difference between something that's real and something that's fake, real and fake. So I think you have learned this. Like, this is definitely, again, based off your astrology, one of the tough lessons you've learned, to not just buy into a fantasy, to make sure that anything that you're doing, that there is some reality to the situation. And so, like I said, this is definitely something that you have learned. Next, you have this health card, Virgo, by the way. This is the sun in Virgo. So again, usually Virgos are very healthy. We do see some cards here about like making sure to rest, relax, recover. Again, if you are having a time crunch, make sure you're taking care of yourself and like not burning yourself out and getting sick. Make sure you do things in balance with the Star and the Four of Swords. If you do have a time crunch, then extra self-care might be extra important for you. And taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, all that good stuff would be important with this energy. Next, you have this enterprise card. Yes, I said it in the reading that I feel like some of you could be working on new projects or even like a side hustle or side business. There's like a lot of success for you in doing whatever that side hustle or side business is, and that's really what I would focus on with this energy is like whatever you're whatever you're feeling motivated to work on, because I feel like there's a lot of success and expansion that could be coming in through those side projects. Same thing if you're like asking for a raise or promotion or getting a change in work. I think there's a lot of growth here. But really good reading, Virgo. I like it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.